Still remember the exact moment I ruined everything. I was sitting across from her, my best friend of 8 years, in our favorite little cafe. The sunlight was pouring through the window, and my heart was racing with excitement. I had just discovered something I believed would change my life forever. I'm going to launch my own skincare brand, I whispered, my voice full of hope. But not just any brand. I've created these unique natural formulas using ingredients my grandmother taught me. I even have the name, Silent Bloom. It's going to be different. Gentle, honest. This is my dream, Priya. I've never wanted anything more. She looked at me with wide eyes, leaned in, and squeezed my hand. Oh my God, that's beautiful. You have to do it. I'm so proud of you. I believed her. For the next 3 months, I poured my soul into that dream. Late nights researching, testing products in my tiny kitchen, designing packaging, building my website in secret. I told only her, only my closest friend, because I trusted her with my heart. But what I didn't know that day in the cafe was that sharing my dream would be the beginning of its death. I started noticing small things. She suddenly became very interested in my progress. Always asking questions. Always wanting details. I thought it was support. I was wrong. One evening, I called her crying because a supplier had backed out. She comforted me like a sister. The next morning, I woke up 2 messages from mutual friends. Have you seen Priya's new Instagram? My heart stopped. There it was. Her new page. Silent Bloom. Same name. Same concept. Same ingredients I had spent months perfecting. She had launched 2 weeks before me. Clean, professional, already getting orders. She had stolen my dream. And in that moment, something inside me shattered. I confronted her that same day. My hands were shaking as I stood in her apartment. How could you do this to me? I asked, tears streaming down my face. She didn't even look guilty. She just shrugged and said, you talked about it for so long but never actually did anything. I just made it happen faster. Ideas don't belong to anyone, you know. Her words cut deeper than any knife. In the weeks that followed, I watched my dream get buried alive. By the time I finally launched my version, everyone said I was copying her. The comments were brutal, unoriginal, thief, try harder. Sales were almost zero. My confidence was destroyed. I stopped sleeping. I stopped creating. Every time I looked at my products, I felt sick. The dream that once lit me up now brought me pain. I started doubting everything, my talent, my vision, even my own memories. Had I really created this, or was I fooling myself? I lost friends. Some believed her story that I was jealous and trying to ride her wave. The betrayal wasn't just about the business. It was the realization that the person I trusted most had been waiting for the perfect moment to take what I loved. Nights were the hardest. I would sit on my bedroom floor surrounded by half-made labels and empty bottles, crying until my eyes burned. I kept asking myself the same question, why did everything fall apart the moment I spoke my dream out loud? That's when I started to understand something painful. Some dreams are too precious for noise. Some dreams need silence to grow. I made a quiet decision. I shut everything down. I closed my website, removed every post, went completely silent. No more sharing, no more excitement, no more trust. For 6 months, nobody heard from me about my dreams. I worked in darkness. I changed the name. I improved the formulas. I studied everything I did wrong the first time. And most importantly, I never spoke a word about it to anyone. The pain slowly turned into something else. Not anger, something colder, something stronger. 1 year later, I launched again. Quietly, under a completely new name, Lunar Whale. No big announcements, no soft launch, just elegant posts and genuine testimonials from people who actually used the products. This time, the response was different. Very different. Within 3 months, my brand was featured in 2 major beauty magazines. Orders flooded in. Women were writing to me saying my products healed their skin and somehow their confidence too. I had succeeded, but this time, in complete silence. Priya's brand, meanwhile, started struggling. The initial hype died. Customers complained about consistency. The magic she stole couldn't be maintained because it was never truly hers. One day, she messaged me. I made a mistake. Can we talk? I read her message and smiled for the first time in months. I didn't reply. My revenge wasn't loud. I didn't expose her. I didn't fight her. My revenge was simple, I became undeniable. I proved that my dream was never about the name or the first mover advantage. It was about the soul I put into it. Something she could never steal. Today, when people ask me for advice about their goals, I tell them this. Be careful who you share your dreams with. Not everyone is happy for you. Some are just waiting to harvest what you planted. The most powerful dreams grow in silence. Protect them. Nurture them away from voices that don't deserve to hear them. Let your results speak instead of your excitement. Because sometimes, the moment you speak your dream, it begins to die. And only silence can bring it back to life stronger, wiser, and unbreakable. I learned that the hard way. But I also learned that no betrayal can kill a dream that was truly meant for you. It can only delay it until you become quiet enough to let it bloom again. Thank you for listening to my story. If this touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, protect your